Welcome to the Pisces Full Moon Tarot for all the signs. Now this is just a general, but if you like a full personal reading, check out the description below. Hello everyone, this is Nikki K and welcome to another video. This time I'm going to be talking about the Pisces Full Moon, which is happening the 20th or the 21st of September, wherever you are. Now, I've done a full in-depth episode on my podcast. You know how I go, guys. I like to do more in-depth when it comes to like moons and when it comes to like nodes. Well, when it does start to come to nodes, but I talk more in-depth about how the energies are, what the planets are actually saying. But with this, right now, I'm actually just doing the tarot for all the signs. And yeah, so head over to my podcast Beyond Astro K for full in-depth for the energies we can feel, but you can listen to your tarot for all the signs. Okay, so this Pisces new moon, full moon, is, you know, it's a nice full moon, but there's still some underlying, there can be it's lovely planet conversations, but there's still there can be some underlying tension when it comes, because Pluto is involved. It sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. It also conjuncts Neptune in Pisces. But still, you know, and also the, you know, the rising sign for this new moon is Cancer. So it's a lovely, but obviously it does oppose, you know, it does oppose the sun in Virgo. So there can be a little bit of push and pull, you know, to where we're heading, what we're trying to release. You know, there's some energies that are like buried within us that needs to be let out. It can be quite hard. We might have to work through a lot of it as well. But with Neptune being involved, it does give us this nice sense of, you know, like imagination and creativity, spirituality is really, it's a time to get really in touch with that, especially when we are doing our, you know, releasing rituals. But also, you know, a little bit on the negative side that could happen is, you know, Neptune does make us see things for what they're not. It does cause a lot of fog. It makes us extremely extra sensitive, which is good, but you know, it can be too much. It can make us be, you know, like too much water can overflow us. It can actually drown us. And also, you know, Neptune does also cause like hysteria, paranoia. There can be some anxiety that's involved, and with Pluto being there, it does give us this strength and energy to help us to get through what is buried beneath us. We can also feel that there is things that are going to be creeping out under the surface. Okay, so that's a little bit of an overview for this full moon in Pisces. Like I say, if you want to hear the rest, head over to my podcast Beyond Astro K. So let's start off with Pisces first, as always. So Pisces, this is in your first house, okay, and you have the sextile to Pluto in your 11th house. So with this being full moon being in your first house, Pisces, this is a great time when it comes to releasing anything that you started in, was it February or March, when we had the new moon in Pisces. And you know, there is, you know, and I feel it's going to be very powerful, because another thing I was going to say, guys, is check where Pisces, which is, it's at the, where is it now? It's at the 28 degree, which is the last degree of Pisces. So if you're born between the 11th to the 20th of March, this is definitely going to affect you, even if you're water sign as well, Cancer and Scorpio. So yeah, this is a powerful one, because this Pisces new moon is full moon, sorry, is at the Pluto degree. So you're going to feel these very powerfully. I feel that some of you Pisces may even discover some new stuff when it comes to your your new goals. It could also be, you know, you could unearth some things that is concerning like a friend or like a group situation that you're in. Some of you may decide to leave a group or organization because it's not really aligning with what you want. Okay. And, you know, and also I feel that some of you may even discover, because some of the group and organizations that you are around, Pisces, there could be like a secret group or an organization, and you could actually discover some like dark shit about it. Yeah. And you decide, you know what, I don't want to be around this no more. It's going to be a case of guilt by association. I don't want to be a part of this. So I'm going to leave. And this can actually open new doors for you to find something else. And this can also align with your, you know, with what you want to do. Okay. So the first card that you have, Pisces, is, you know, the first moon card you have is work through your fears, and you have the fire card. So this is showing you to, you know, amp up that spirit, that fiery spirit. Don't be afraid to let anything go. And, you know, this is a new moon in Scorpio card. So, you know, Scorpio rules your 9th house, which is about your higher learning, your belief systems. So there can definitely be like a huge change when it comes to like any beliefs. But also there could be some fears that come up because Neptune's involved. So any fears that come up now, you know, you have to work through it. You know, you may have to, there'll be a lot of like intense emotions that come up for you to purge, but then you can release it. And this fire card, you know, it's a fire sign card. So it's actually going to be beneficial for you, because once you release it, you release it really, really fast and you won't look back. Now's not really the time for a lot of you Pisces to look back on anything. Okay, so it's a very powerful time for you to release. Then we have Aries. So Aries, this is in your 12th house. And with this new moon, full moon being in your 12th house, you know, it conjuncts Neptune in your 12th house. This is very powerful. It's a great time for you guys to really connect on a deeper spiritual level, even if that means being alone. Listen out for your dreams as well. They can actually help you release in your dreams. And you have Pluto in your, you know, it sextiles Pluto in your 10th house. So you know, this is about releasing. So I feel for a lot of you Aries that, you know, you could find out something that is concerning, you know, if you're, you know, with it being your 12th house, this is about listening to what is actually going on within inside you, Aries. So I feel what this could also bring is new energy when it's concerning like your job or your career. But also I feel some of you may even find out something that's like something quite, it could be quite dark, concerning like what's going on in your job. But also this can, you know, the 10th house is about bosses too. So there could be some gossip that's going on. There could be some manipulation that's going on. So some of you Aries may even decide that, you know, you've sort of had enough. So this full moon in Pisces may make a lot of you want to decide to do something different, because, you know, you're listening to your intuition. But, you know, this may also be the time that a lot of you have decided to like do something about your career. Okay, so the card that you have is a new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. And you also have the Pluto card. Look at this. Ooh. So it's a very intense time for you. Like I said, listen out for your dreams, because it won't let you down. But the prosperity lies ahead is a new moon in Taurus card. And, you know, yes, you know, finances will play a big part in what you're going to leave when it comes to like your career. But it's a new beginning. You know, some of you are thinking that you're not earning enough. You know, you're not getting your worth. Your self-worth is not being appreciated. This is a great time to do, like, you know, look for something else or even work for yourself. The Pluto card is about you purging, you know, purging deep within. And during this time, you know, there might be some scary stuff that comes out. But I do feel for a lot of you Aries that the stuff that is actually coming out for you to actually purge is going to be very intense, but also it needs to be released. And it could definitely be something to do with like your career, your work colleagues, your boss, or even like a father figure. Then we have Taurus. This is all in your 11th house. This is a great new time, Taurus, is for you to release anything that comes up when it's concerning like your groups, friends and associations and your, you know, your networks. I feel some of you Taurus during this full moon is, you know, there may be people that you're not really aligning with properly, a bit like Pisces. So now it's time to like release that, and it might take a lot of you Taurus some long time to do that. You know, you have the sextile to Pluto in your 9th house, which is about your, you know, your I feel a lot of your ideas and your, you know, your mindset is definitely changing now, Taurus. So a lot of you now are seeing things for what they are. If you are surrounded by, you know, if you've just joined like a network, and, you know, you may even see that, you know, you may or you may not see, it may take you a while. Maybe this is for like 2 weeks to a month. Some of you may decide, it may, I feel a lot of you Tauruses see things, but you're afraid to like leave, or you're taking very long to leave. But this full moon is going to actually bring things to a head, especially with Pluto being in your 9th house. This is going to help you, like your mindset is going to be like, I actually don't enjoy what's going on. You may want to be around people that are from different cultures, but like intelligent people that are just not talking about, you know, the same old, about what someone's wearing, because you'll be, you know, Uranus is in your sign. So, you know, your belief set is definitely changing now. Some of you may even want to be around people that are like speaking a new language, or they're from far away places. And this can also help with your goals and dreams. I feel a lot of your goals and dreams are going to be different now. So you have to like release any old goals and dreams to get something new to happen. The card that you have is a new romantic cycle begins, full moon, new moon in Libra. So there's something new. For some of you who are single, you know, you may find love in a new group. It might be in your, like, you know, your circle of friends, you know, as it's saying. Some of you may be a bit like having some indecision that happens, like, oh, I'm not really sure, I'm not really ready for like a new relationship. Well, this is like an eclipse card, you know, so some, obviously, like, you know, yes, you might be in 2 minds, but then once you make that decision, you're going to stick to it. Okay, and even if that means you speaking to like friends, or speaking to like your siblings, if you have them, for like an opinion. But there's a new cycle coming, and it's a romantic cycle, but I feel it's just a brand new cycle coming. And once you decide what you want to do, you're not going to change your mind. You also have, oh my God, you couldn't make this up, Uranus. And you know what, Taurus, Uranus is in your sign. So whoops, I'm doing a bit of painting there, guys, sorry about that. Yeah, so Uranus is definitely in your sign. So with Uranus being in your sign, Taurus, you know, this is actually changing things within you. You are actually changing. You are, you know, there's a huge rebirth happening. So if there is any, you know, and also even when it comes to like your 9th house as well with the Pluto, there could be something you actually find out when it comes to like a, you know, if you're doing like a course, going back to college, you could find out something about a mentor. Things are going to be brought up now, and it's going to make you really think. And because Uranus is in your sign, you may move very quickly. On one hand, you could like be thinking, it's very slow, but once you make a decision, you're going to move very quickly. And I feel some of you may even decide to like change something within yourself, like physically within yourself, especially with this Uranus card. Okay. Gemini, this full moon is going to be lots of activation in your 10th house with the sextile to Pluto in your 8th house. So what this brings is there's going to be a lot of releasing. You know, this is a time where I feel a lot of you Geminis are going to let go something within your career. This could be to do with yourself, you know, having a change of heart about something. Or it could be to do with your boss. It could also this could also bring up some issues with like father figures as well. Even people that you see as a father figure, you may want to, you know, remove yourself from them. This is like a new beginning for you. You know, the North Node is in your house. So, you know, you are actually changing. You're reinventing yourself. And I feel a lot of you Geminis actually want to, you know, reinvent the wheel now. With Pluto sextile, this can actually bring up some issues that you've had from like the past. This could be to do with your, you know, the sextile to Pluto could be to do with, you know, your emotional state when it comes to like your career, but also this could definitely be to do something with your partner. You know, this could also change anything to do with like your joint finances. There could be issues coming up within your joint finances, hence the reason why you want to change something within your career. You know, if you are looking to, you know, go it alone, or, you know, combine, or, you know, I feel some of you may even decide that you want to join finances with your partner or someone that's special to you, so that, you know, you can start like a new business, but something definitely has to be let go of. And I also feel, because the 8th house is ruled by Pluto, there's something that's going to be brought up. This could be, you know, hidden trauma that you have, hidden trauma to do with your partner. This could also be anything to do with like, you know, taxes. A tax could come up that you need to pay. Also, it could be to do with your partner, or, you know, you could even actually gain an inheritance. This could be quite sudden. But if it is definitely to do with you and you've constantly buried it because you are working so hard, and one of the reasons why I feel a lot of you may want to, you know, change something within your job because there's something hidden that you want to deal with. So the card that you have, moon card you have, is don't let pride get into the way. And it's a full moon in Leo card. So it's about pride. You know, if there's something that's coming up during this full moon in Pisces, you know, try not to, but, you know, if you are always working a certain way because you don't want to deal with anything, that's to do with like ego and to do with pride. And if you can, now I feel that during this time, if you continue to go like this old way, especially when it comes to like your career, it's gonna continue to come up. So don't let pride get into the way. You also have Scorpio card. You know, the Scorpio card is, it's the 8th house you're dealing with. So this card is asking you to, you know, more or less go there. More or less go to like your shadow side. Speak to someone. If you find that you always, you know, you can work out your problems by yourself, this could be doing like occult work, tarot, astrology, consulting astrologer, or consulting like you know, a therapist, just so that you can understand yourself. Because I feel during this time you're going to be doing some deep psychological work on yourself, Gemini. Cancer, this is in your 9th house, this full moon with the sextile. You know, you got the conjunction in your 9th house, Neptune conjunct with the sextile to Pluto in your 7th house. So this is going to be a lovely time for you Cancers to really, you know, some of you may, you know, during this time really decide that you want to like learn a new language. You could be taking on lots of courses, or thinking about doing lots of courses, doing some type of higher learning, even like seeking like a mentor. Some of you could actually, if some of you are writers, because I feel a lot of Cancers are writers, you know, you could decide to get your work published now, okay? And if you are deciding to do any type of like writing, publishing, or anything to do with like the law, or even like your you know, anything you're learning, Neptune can give you that huge, you know, dream to, you know, not only you could be dreaming about doing this, and Neptune can give you that push to actually do it. But remember, Neptune's quite deceitful. So, you know, just be clear that if you are starting something new, like a new course or anything, that you're reading the small print, that you're not blinded by like a mentor or a lecturer. I feel some of you may actually want to like really decide to learn like a new language. You know, your beliefs are definitely changing during this time. And this is a spiritual house. So this is great to be, you know, letting go of any type of like old belief systems that you've always believed in, to gain something new, like gain like a new perspective. With sextile Pluto in your 7th house, this could be with a partner, okay? This could be, you know, you know, working with someone. Like it could be, if you're in a relationship, it could be in a relationship, or it could be in a professional sense. You know, 7th house is to do with contracts as well. But, you know, Pluto is all about bringing things up. So, you know, just read, you know, it's best obviously reading like the small print, which a lot of you Cancers do, because you don't want to, you don't want it to come up that, you know, something is fake or there's fraud. 7th house is to do with like open enemies as well. So, and also be mindful of who you're doing business with. Okay, so this is definitely about releasing some old type of like dream or studies that you've done to start like a new project. The card that you have is you are good enough. So you might be feeling a little bit insecure this time. There might be some insecurity that comes up, Cancer. This is the full moon in Virgo card. And, you know, Virgo rules your 3rd house. So there might be some, you know, there might be some mental chatter going on that can make you feel insecure. You might be second guessing yourself. But, you know that you're good enough. And, you know that, you know, whatever you want to pursue, it is going to be the right thing for you. Anything you're letting go of, if you're finding it really hard to let go of, because, you know, the archetype of Cancer is they tend to find it hard to let go of things. They like to, you know, there's a sort of obsession when it comes to like the past happening. But, you know, this is a time to let go, and, you know that anything that comes up is going to be good enough for you. The card you have is Gemini, and this is also a 3rd house card. You know, Gemini is asking you to, you know, seek, you know, this is the 9th house, but this is the 3rd house thing. But this is a time to, you know, not stick to one thing. Seek, what was I going to say? You know, you got a lot of options, I feel, during this time. You've got a lot of options, and even if someone seems so good to be true, whether it's a mentor or someone's going to teach you, or something that you want to learn seems to be good to be true, really see other options that are coming up your way. This person could also be a Gemini. They could be giving you like that talk, and you just, oh my God, you know. So really seek out your options during this time. And also, I feel there's a lot of things. I feel there's a lot of like projects that a lot of you Cancers actually want to initiate. But obviously, you have to let go of some old projects. Okay. Leo, this is in your 8th house. A lot of energy in your 8th house. Neptune in your 8th. With, you know, and so this is a time that there's going to be a lot of releasing. There's a lot of releasing coming up when it comes to like debts that you need to pay off. And, you know, looking at you and your partner's finances. An inheritance. There could be issues with an inheritance that comes up, so you may have to be sorting that out. Some of you Leos may even get, you know, some help when it comes to like government support as well. But, you know, the 8th house is also, you know, to do like psychological work. So during this new moon, this is an emotional house. So some of you Leos some emotional stuff may come up for you to actually deal with. And, you know, you got the sextile to Pluto in your 6th house. So this is asking you to be very disciplined in working through what you need to work through, whether it comes to money, anything to do with like joint finances and money, but also working on yourself. Yeah, this is about being very disciplined, but also being disciplined within your health. There might be a health issue that may come up. Leo, I don't want to scare you, but, you know, this is Pluto. Pluto's about, you know, bringing things into the light. So look out, you know, for any signs that's in your body. But you could actually be transformed. Anything that comes up within your body, you can actually transform you to start something new within your regime if you haven't started it now. So this is actually a great thing for you, Leo. This is actually great to start like a new workout regime. Pluto will give you that push, that energy, that determination to get really fit and healthy. The card that you have is Look at the bigger picture. It's a full moon in Sagittarius card. It's about looking at the bigger picture, Leo. You know, it's not sticking to what you feel is safe. You know, when it said look at the bigger picture, it's about seeing things on a positive level. And anything comes up, even though it might feel quite dark, it might feel quite too emotional for you, it might make you feel that, you know, you've put a break on things. Look at the bigger picture, because sometimes we have to slow down in order to get things moving. Okay, this is a transformative time for you, Leo, to sort out anything that needs to be sorted out, connecting to your money, joint resources, and also anything deep psychological. The card you have is Sagittarius card. You couldn't make this up. So Sagittarius card, Leo, is asking you, because Sagittarius rules your 5th house. It's a number 9 card. So this is about an ending to, there's an ending that's coming up. I feel it's an ending to an old way of you, you know, sorting out when it comes to like your deep self, and also when it comes to your finances. I feel a lot of you Leos will be sorting out things very quickly. I also feel there's a positive time, because Sagittarius is also a sign that light is about the physical body. So anything you're doing physical within yourself is going to be a positive. It's going to put a positive frame of mind. You know, I feel that some of you Leos will be looking really deeper into how you're treating yourself, how you're treating your body, and also how you're treating when it comes to like your regime. Are you being disciplined or are you slacking? So these themes I feel will come up, but it's going to be very positive. Okay. Virgo. The sun's actually in your house, Virgo, you know, but this is, all of it is in your 7th house with the Pluto in your 5th house. So Virgo, this is about, you know, any type of, it's something you need to let go when it comes to like a personal relationship. This could be you actually open, if you're closed, you're opening up, or if you're opening up, you might just be a bit more closed because you may be giving too much and not getting enough. Okay, and vice versa. But you have to be mindful that because Neptune's involved, you're not seeing your relationship for how you want to see it. If you're seeking perfection, you know, you may be thinking this person is perfect, and it comes out they're not. They could be doing some type of craziness behind the scenes, but you could be ignoring it. This may come to light now. I feel some of you Virgos could be very sensitive during this, because, you know, 7th house is to your 1st house of Pisces. So there may be something in your body, you know, listening to like the signals that's coming up in your body. They could be giving you warnings, or they could be making you feel a bit more psychic during this time to where your relationships are going. This is also to do with your business relationships too. You know, this is a time where some of you may even get to, you know, finalize like a contract or working with different groups of people. But big communication skills are important here. And, you know, with Pluto in your 5th house, this is sextiling. This is great for communicating and having fun with your, you know, it's about having fun when it comes to your, you know, relationships now. If things are just a bit too mundane or very serious or just quite boring, you know, Pluto's going to be definitely bringing stuff up that needs to be transformed within your, you know, relationship, but also in your creativity. I feel some of you Virgos will be, you know, some of you could actually be going quite gung-ho, because Pluto is been in your 5th house since 2008. Okay, so this is really, you know, not only transforming but purging like some deep wishes, deep creativity that you've always wanted to do, but I feel you're doing it in a slow way. So there can be something that really comes up, you know, it could be something quite dark. Some of you may, if some of you are actors or performers or doing something within the medicine, you may put a creative spin on it, or even you can find out there's something wrong in it as well. And also this is to do with your children, if you have any. You know, if there's issues within your children, this will definitely come up as well, but also definitely in your relationship. The card that you have is Luck is on your side. Another Sagittarius card. So there's luck coming. You know, anything that you're going to want to sign, luck could come. Anything you want to change your relationship, luck could come. It's a positive time. You know, Sagittarius rules your fourth house. So this could be something to do within the home. You could be wanting to build like a home together, fixing up the home. It feels like a new positive energy. Yes, there may be some niggles along the way because you may want things your way. There might be some power struggles that happens as well. But all in all, luck is going to be on your side. The card you have is Leo. Someone else got a Leo card actually. Yeah, someone else got a Leo card. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, someone. Oh, but anyway, this is a Leo card. So this is about you standing in your truth. You know, the fifth house is also to do with, the fifth house is a Leo card. Okay, the Leo sign. So it's about coming out of your shell. If there's something you really want to create now, you know, really come out of your shell, really, you know, don't be afraid. Don't be like in the back in the corner. And if there's something wrong, something you want to say, really say it. If some of you are in like a group and you're doing something creative in the group and people want ideas, you have a lot of ideas now, Virgo. So bring them out, you know, even if people don't understand it, if you show people what you mean, they will definitely get it. You know, even if you are being very perfectionist about it, they will get it. So the Leo card is asking you to like step into the stage, step into, you know, being that, you know, that star that you already are. Libra, this is all in your sixth house. So, you know, the full moon in your sixth house with conjunct Neptune, this can bring up, this is about, you know, I feel a lot of you Librans, some of you may find it's not hard, but it may be slow for you to change something within your routines, you know, because Neptune's involved. Neptune, you know, remember Neptune is about, you know, illnesses and diseases, and this is in your sixth house. So, you know, remember it's September season, so, you know, just be mindful that, you know, if you do feel that your body's not strong enough and you're getting like a cold or anything, that you're not over exaggerating, just, you know, go to the doctor. Obviously we're in a demic, should I say, but do you know what I mean? It's just being mindful that, you know, you're not over, things are not really overblown. This is for you to like look at how you're treating your body and not, and how can I put this? It's about how you're treating your body, but also tweaking things. You know, it's about you being physically fit, physically, mentally fit, because the sixth house is to do with the mental health too. So if anything comes up, whether it's to do with the back, you know, your shoulders, if you're feeling like lethargic, fatigue, obviously speak to your doctor, you know, because, you know, this is a great time to be speaking to the doctor, but also looking at how you yourself are treated. Neptune can cause like a great fog. It can make you believe something that's actually not. So this full moon is asking you, you know, looking at what you're eating, looking at your regime. This is also to do with your work as well. So this is about releasing something that you're not happy in work. This is about your work colleagues too. Are you seeing your work colleagues in the light that you feel? You know, like, you know, sometimes when your work colleagues are too nice, you know, you might think, oh my God, they're so nice, they're my friends. And you find out there's something going on behind the scenes. We've got Pluto, which is, you know, sextiling this. So this is about working with your routines, but also your home life. So there can be some secrets that come up within like your past. You know, you could be trying to bury it, but it will actually come up. This could be to do with your mother, you know, like, you know, family members, even things about yourself when you were young. So anything that comes up, it's about also helping you with a regime that can help you, a routine. It's about you sticking to a routine. It's about you looking at your routines too. The card that you have is your commitment is being tested. So this is about you committing and really being serious, Libra. You know, not thinking, I'm going to do this and you don't do anything. If you're committed to be healthier, if you're committed to work in a way that is sustainable, if you're committed to, you know, fix your, especially when it comes to like your home, if you're committed to like really go there, really go deep, really seek answers from within. This is also could be with like you being committed and being quite diligent when it comes to like fixing things within the home. This could be happening as well. You have, wow, Venus card, and you know Venus is in Libra at the moment, and Mercury's there too. Okay, so Venus is actually asking you to, you know, some of you Libras may become quite stressed during this new moon, but it's asking you to, you know, take time out, pamper yourself, you know, communicate, do something creative, you know, because the sixth house will actually give you that sort of, you know, that sort of diligence and drive to be doing something nice for yourself, so that things just don't get too much. When you've got the sixth and the fourth house activated, it can bring up a lot of work and some stress, but like emotional stress that comes up, which can actually cause harm in the physical body, just like stress in the physical body. So, you know, take care of yourself, pamper yourself, be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself. And also, if, you know, communicate with your partner as well. Communicate with people that, you know, you consider family. Scorpio, this is all in your fifth house. Neptune conjunct your fifth house as well. So what is this saying? So for you, Scorpio, like Cancer, you know, all the water signs and earth signs are having it good. This is really great for a lot of you to basically get off your ass and have some fun. Okay, if you've been working too hard, it's that time to like release. This is a time to like release like an old way of how you used to have fun, and try and find a new way. This could be a releasing of someone you're dating, releasing of some old creativity. With Neptune being involved, this is going to heighten it. This is going to heighten like your sense of fun, heighten your also heighten your spiritual practice too. But remember, Neptune can be quite deceitful. So some of you, if you are going on dates, you know, just really, you know, let's try not to think that people who are so good looking are actually the ones, because they can be actually deceiving you, you know, because the fifth house also rules, what else? I know it rules creativity, something else. It also like business to a point as well. Also be mindful of people who you are being creative with, because they could actually try to steal your ideas. Okay, so you know you're going to be shining this month, and so you should. You have, you know, the sextile, Pluto sextile, your third house. So this is how you're communicating. So you could be very, you know, how you're communicating could be quite frank. It could also be, you know, especially when it's concerning like your groups of friends. I feel some of you actually may even decide to like be around different groups of people, making new friends. But the third house, because Pluto's here and you're ruled by Pluto, you know, you can come across as quite intense. You could also, I feel some of you Scorpios could be asking a lot of questions, and you start finding out a lot of secrets. These secrets could be secrets of your own. This could be secrets that are from people that you know. This could also be secrets from the media. You know, I find a lot of you Scorpios could be digging, could be researching, and you finding out some deep secrets that no one should actually know. So be careful who you tell that to as well. And, you know, Pluto's all about your neighborhood and your siblings as well. So they could be giving you some info, some secrets. You could find out things from your siblings, even some secret stuff about your neighborhood. There could be like a cave, for instance, you know. So listen out, you know, because it's a media house. Some of you may even like start writing more during this time, which is actually helping your creativity. The card that you have is, ooh, time to take action. And Aries actually is your 8th house. So this is a very deep, passionate time for you. It's time to take action. You know, take action in having fun. Release an old type of fun that you used to do. If you're not having fun, now's the time to start initiating fun. But it's time to take action. It's time to do something different. It's time to, you know, initiate like a new beginning for yourself now. You know, once you purge or like all what you don't need, Scorpio. Do something fun, do something new. The card you have is Taurus card. Wow. And Taurus opposes you. It's your opposite sign. So Taurus is asking you, you know, because this is a lot of fire and air energy that's going on, to ground yourself. You know, take time out for yourself. Smell the coffee, smell the roses, you know, go for a walk, even if it means like taking your shoes off and, you know, grounding yourself. You know, some of you could actually want to be around more grounded people during this time, because, you know, things can just get like, I feel some of you Scorpions can get very much overexcited, but then you can crash and burn. So this is a great time to ground with grounding friends. Some of you could actually meet grounded friends. They could be Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You just never know. Okay. But also it's about connecting to your heart, connect to your, you know, connect to like your spirit, but obviously in a grounding way. I feel a lot of you are going to be needing to do this a lot. Okay. Sagittarius, all this energy, and Neptune is in your 4th house. So, you know, this is a sensitive time. This is about, you know, connecting to the home, your roots, your past, themes to do with like your mother, your maternal figures. With Neptune being there could be, you know, you could be overlooking something within the home, especially like you may believe that something within the home is actually fine, but then you find out actually I got to do this, I got to do that. Also, some of you may even want to start to like really like try like design your home now. You know, you want to make it a home, you want to make it warm and nice. You know, this is also to do with like real estate. So some of you may decide that you want to move somewhere. You know, you may sell off this house, and you may, you know, you may have bought a house and now decide you just want to sell it off. You want to move somewhere different. So it's about releasing. You have the sextile to Pluto in your 2nd house. This is to do with money. Okay, so there could be expenditures that come up. You know, this is a time for you to really look at your balance in your books, your finances. But also there could be some money that's actually owed to you, or you may owe someone money, but this could be from a very long time ago. This could also be from 2008. You know, but it's also about looking at, you know, how you view money. You know, Pluto's been in your 8th house since 2000, your 2nd house since 2008. So how you are with money, Saggies, is very different now. Some of you may have been hoarders and now you're spending. Some of you may have been spenders, now you're hoarding. There may not be an in-between. But, you know, it's about looking how you can, you know, because it can sextiles your 4th house. So looking at how you can invest in your home. If you want your home, if you want to sell off your home, how are you going to make it look pretty? That means you're going to have to spend. Okay. The card that you have is Meditate and Contemplate. And this is a new moon in Pisces card. Pisces, you and Pisces get on very well. You know, Pisces is your 4th house. You know, so some of you, if you are in a relationship, when it comes to home life, you could have like Pisces influence, or your partner could be a Pisces. So you both could be like in a bit of a daydream at the moment. But now it's the time to like really get serious. Okay. You know, the 8th, was it? The 4th house is about, it's an emotional house, it's a Cancer house. So I feel some of you, Saggies, may need some time by yourself, because there could be so much energies, like emotional energies that come up. So meditate and contemplate. And once you're by yourself doing any type of like meditation, this can help you to know what you need to do next. Wow, you have Jupiter, and it's really strange because Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, and so are you. So what this card is saying, that, you know, just try to keep positive, remain positive, because it can be quite hard, especially because you're a sign that's a fire sign, and it's going in a water house. It can actually deplete your, you know, your energy. So this is, the Jupiter card is actually asking you to help keep raising your vibrations. And Jupiter is ruled by spirituality, it's meditation. So whether it's like reading books, whether it's, you know, doing like law of attraction manifestations, if you, you know, especially if you need help releasing anything. And, you know, I feel like you and Pisces are going to be doing lots of like manifesting during this time. So it's really great to like manifest what you want, raise your vibrations, you know, using essential oils. This can help with your energy because it might be very up and down. Capricorn, this is in your third house. A lot of energy with Neptune there in your third house. So this is just saying, you know, this is about releasing. The energy that comes up is about, you know, some of you may even decide to like move from your neighborhood, or, you know, decide to like speak up more when it comes to something within your neighborhood. Speaking up more when it comes to like dealing with your siblings. There may be some arguments, and now it's time for you to like squash that and just make things right. Okay, you may even be the peacemaker, but because Neptune's there, just be mindful that when it comes to speaking, that you're speaking your truth. Because, you know, you could say something and it comes back to you and it's like, no, I didn't say that. Okay, this is also to do with the mental health, because the third house is mental. So, you know, I feel a lot of you need to take a lot of time out just to ground. You know, some of you could actually feel quite confused, even though it's a lovely sextile. Some of you could actually feel quite confused about what's actually going on. You know, whether it's to do with any communicating. And also, I feel with a lot of you Capricorns, be mindful of what you're watching, because the media can also distort the truth. You know, some of you are working in the media. Really check over your work before you show the editor, for instance. Even if you're a writer as well, like Cancer, if you're doing any writing work, really great to really check. Looking over contracts as well, especially when you're renegotiating. You know, because things can be quite hazy and there can be some deceptiveness happening. You also have the sextile to your first house. This is about yourself. So there's something's going to change. Something physical can change in your body. Something could actually come up for you to work with, to fix. This is about your image as well. So this is about communicating. If you find, Capricorns, that you are not, if you find that there's anything physically happening in your body, look at what you're saying and look at what you're not saying. Okay, because sometimes when we hold things in, important things, it can actually affect the body. Okay, I feel some of you may even decide to like really do something a bit outside the box. You know, you maybe have a Piscean friend that can actually help you. Some of you may decide that you actually want to be working, doing something within social media. Yeah, I can see some of you doing that, but this is definitely to do with you releasing when it comes to like any type of like drama or arguments, any misunderstandings that happen. Okay, the card that you have is time. Take time to breathe out. And I think this is very important for you, Capricorns, you know, because this is a positive time for you. But, you know, with the third house activated, it can not only can cause confusion because of Neptune, it can cause you to do too many things. And you may, it's not that you won't complete it. It's just that you may be doing too much and you feel pressure to complete it all. So just start one thing at a time. You know, I feel a lot of you are going to be feeling very excited as well. I feel that, you know, some of you probably started some projects or something to do with like writing, and you now decided that, you know, although you've completed it, you no longer need it. It's not really within your beliefs, so you might decide to do something different. So it's definitely time to take time out, you know, go for a walk, you know, go and wear greenery, breathe the fresh air, you know, take time out by yourself. You have the water cards. Okay, and Pisces, you know, the Pisces rules your third house. So, you know, there might be a bit of a sort of a misty, watery energy, but water card is also showing you like to connect to your emotions, because you could feel very much in your mind during this time. I feel a lot of you are feeling probably at your most positive, you know, because Pisces rules your third house. So, you know, you guys, I feel some of you Capricorns are also going to be very much on your game and very much, you know, feeling so inspired and so creative, but just making sure you just don't do too much at the same time. You don't want to burn out. That's why it's very important for you to take time out to breathe. Last but not least, we have Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, this is all in your second house of money. Okay, this is about your self-worth. So some of you Aquarians, you know, if you're going back from the new moon in Pisces from February or March, when we had it, this is about you initiating something new when it came to earnings, you know, finding different ways to earn money. But now some of you have probably done that, and now it's like different. You know, this is about you looking at, you know, some of you may have like overspent, you may have hoarded, some of you may have bills to pay, but this is also about creativity as well. Also looking at what you're eating. So this is a time you have to look at, you know, certain things may not agree with your body, you know, what you're eating. There's certain talents that may not agree with you now. You could be spending money with groups and associations on some type of creative skill. You may decide to end that partnership and end that, you know, transaction with money. You know, you may decide to, you know, invest in something wisely for your future. You have, you know, the moon in your second sextiles your 12th. So the 12th house is about, you know, it's a Pisces house. It's about undoing. It's about spirituality, getting in tune with yourself. It's about releasing. So your dreams are going to be very important during this time. I feel your dreams are going to be showing you there's some purging that needs to be done. I feel that, you know, because this has been in your house from 2008. So a lot of you Aquarians are actually, you know, working on like your shadow self, and I feel a lot of it is quite uncomfortable for a lot of you, and it's going to continue for the next 3 years. So keep releasing, keep working on that shadow side of yourself, even though it is slow, even though it's uncomfortable. You know, write down your dreams is going to be very important. Also, if you're doing any spiritual work or listening to your dreams or doing like any manifestation work, this will also help you with money. This will also help with a new skill. This will also help with a new creativity. Okay, so see it like that. You could just be watching something in a group association or watching TV, reading a book, and bam, you get like an inspiration. You know, if you are wanting to find different ways to earn money, find different ways to be like, you know, financially independent, you can get it within your higher self, your higher subconscious. So what card do you have? The card that you have is your moon card. Is you're very close to achieving your goal. Okay, so if some of you feel quite stuck because, you know, Saturn is, you know, reversed, and so is Jupiter. So some of you may have to be going over that drawing board. Some of you may actually feel quite stuck. Some of you may also feel that, you know, you're trying to do something, but you're feeling blocked in any way. Listen to what's going on within, because this will help you achieve your goals. Listen, even if some of the ideas that come up seem really strange, it might seem very dark, listen to it, because this will actually help you. Okay, there's a lot going on inside of a lot of you Aquarians, and you may not want to feel it, but Pluto's asking you to like really feel it, really purge that, you know, that side that you are actually repressing. This could also be, it could be with someone, you know, some of you may even be in a secret group at the moment. They could actually help you. This could also be to do with like psychology work. You could be doing it on yourself or with others. Okay, because sometimes I feel with a lot of you Aquarians, even though if you need help and you ask in a multiple of people or you're in a discussion, that's how a lot of you get help, by listening to other people's point of views, you know. But sometimes it's about you really being honest with yourself. So what other card message do you have? Planet or thing. You have Cancer card, and this Cancer card is asking you, you know, to, you know, sometimes it's great to be alone with like your thoughts, whether it's dark, whether it's emotional, whether it's extra sensitive. Be alone with your thoughts, because this will give you a lot of answers, because it's going to help you, you know, achieve your goal. If you're feeling during this new moon, Aquarius, that, you know, these things just keep coming up and you want to get rid of them, that's because you need to work with them. That's because you need to see what what the deep message is actually saying. Okay, and I know some of you Aquarians may not actually be feeling yourself, because, you know, Pluto's been in your 12th house for so long. Some of you, even though you are here, you're still not there. Like emotionally, you're still not there because of the Pluto influence. But once Pluto goes into your first house, you'll be a very different person. Okay, but it's about doing the work now, and that's what Pluto wants you to know. Okay, so guys, that was your tarot reading for the Pisces full moon. What day was it? The 20th or the 21st of September, wherever you are. Sorry about that. You know, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this Pisces, you know, full moon. And, you know, you work on yourselves, and, you know, I hope that like dreams coming true as well, but also we're seeing things for what they're not. And yeah, so please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And yeah, feel free to like make comments on how this Pisces full moon has been for you. Okay, thanks very much guys for listening. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.